Hey everyone, welcome to this video. Why I quit watching porn. So, I'd like to give you a little bit of a backstory to help you understand where I'm coming from, and maybe it relates to some of you out there who are watching the video. So, there was a time in my life when I watched porn regularly. I watched it daily. And I did it because, well, it felt good, right? It was instant gratification. So I can only speak from the perspective of a man, but when you have access to you know lots of different videos and of beautiful women, and you see them having sex and being naked, well, that seems to be cool. I mean, it feels good, right? At least that's what I thought. And so I watched porn daily, but what I didn't realize is that it affected me. It affected me quite negatively. And back then, I had social anxiety. It was difficult for me talking to new people. I didn't have a girlfriend. Yeah, and I wasn't really living my full potential. I was kind of settling. I didn't really know what I wanted in life. I didn't really know who I wanted to be, and so that's where I was. I remember a specific situation back when I was in school. I saw this guy. He was very popular, and he had a beautiful girlfriend, and he was very social. And I wanted to be like him, and I wonder why. Why do I feel like such a loser? What's about him that makes him be like this way so effortlessly? And why do I struggle so much with that? Um, well, I also remember that what I really wanted back then was to have a beautiful girlfriend on my side, was to have amazing sex and enjoy amazing adventures with her, to be socially confident and feel good about myself, right? To go into the room and to be easily able to spark conversations with new people. That's what I really, really wanted. And so there was a moment in my life when I realized that I was the one creating my low self esteem. And part of the reason was due to watching porn. Now, we're going to take a look at it from a biological perspective. First of all, I like to say that this thing, from what I've seen so far, is extremely common. Extremely common. There's so many guys, and I'm sure there's also girls, but I'm going to speak from the perspective of guys. There's so many guys out there who watch porn on a regular basis. It's incredible. And so many guys don't realize the impact that it has on their lives, the impact that it has on on their their self-esteem, on their mind, on their health. Um, and I'm specifically like, if you watch porn once in a while on a regular, not on a regular basis, but just once in a while, it might not be such a big of a problem. But what I'm speaking of is when you do it regularly, when you do it daily, when you do it multiple times a day, which I did. And so it it's kind of twisted thing to do, because our biology kind of tells us that that's the right thing to do, right? So back in the days, hunter-gatherer times, the evolutionary goal was to reproduce as much as you could, right? And our biology hasn't really caught up with the fact that we live in a modern society. Most of our needs are met. If you live, let's say, in America, or you live in Europe, you have supermarkets around, and you don't have to hunt for your food and these kind of things. But our biology kind of rewards us when we watch porn, because it's like, oh my god, my evolutionary quest has been fulfilled. Because a lot of people, they lack meaning in their lives, they lack purpose in their lives, they lack clarity on what they want and where they want to go and who they want to become. They just kind of revert to these behaviors that are very non-fulfilling, that leave you kind of feeling empty, and yeah. And so I remember that I realized that I was creating this for myself, this low self-esteem, that I was creating the person I was being, because I was being a loser. I behaved like a loser. I didn't eat well. I wasted my time on YouTube. I watched porn. And I'm specifically and explicitly talking about the subject of porn because I think there's a lot of shame on that. I remember I was ashamed of that. I didn't tell people that I did that because I was ashamed of that. I was like, my goodness, what of a loser am I to do to watch porn all the time? And so, why did I quit watching porn? Because I had a vision of the man that I wanted to be. I knew that I wanted to have a beautiful woman in my life, right? A woman who I could enjoy real deep intimacy with. And I realized that, a lot of the times, like, there's a reason why you watch porn. Like, I think that a lot of, again, I'll speak for guys. Guys, they're ashamed and like, watching porn is bad and these kind of things, but then they do it anyways. I'm telling you, no, it's not quote unquote bad. It's just that you have certain needs and you are fulfilling these needs by watching porn. But the thing is that it's a very low level of fulfilling your needs, and that's why you feel so goddamn bad and you feel so terrible and it's so unfulfilling to kind of fulfill your needs with porn. And so I want to speak out to all of you who do that, who meet their needs for intimacy and for closeness and for connection, and by watching porn. So it's always important to realize that there's a reason behind why you do what you do. Yeah, and then it takes courage to look behind, like, well, what do I really feel? What do I really want? What kind of needs am I really wanting to live? And so, why did I quit watching porn? Is because I had a vision of the man I wanted to be. I wanted to have that girlfriend. I wanted to have the connection, the real intimate connection. And I realized that if I was to meet the woman of my dreams, the woman that I wanted to spend my life with, or at least part of my life, then there's no way in life that I would behave like such a loser. I would really need to change the way that I thought, the way that I felt, and the way that I acted in order to be in integrity with myself, in order to be the man that I wanted to be. And so that's why I quit, because I realized that it's not in alignment with who I want to be, and I realized that it numbs my emotions. Yeah. One more thing I add is that when you quit watching porn, you gain a lot of energy, because this drive to reproduce, when you don't cloud your mind with porn, it comes back. But this energy can be transferred and transmuted into all sorts of things and activities. For example, creative pursuits, achieving your goals. So yeah, that's it. Now, you're probably not watching this video for any reason. You're probably watching this video either because you're interested in the subject, you're curious about what I have to say about this, or because you're stuck with this problem that I was with. So here's specific things that you can do in order to make some changes in your lives. The first thing is, write a vision of who you want to be. Write a vision. Like, have you gotten a vision? If not, take the time to write that. Be specific about who you want to be. How does it feel like to embody being the person you want to be, embodying the man that you want to be? And then, once you've clarified for yourself who you are, only then do you go to clarify, like, what kind of relationship do you want to create? What's the woman like you want to attract in your life? What are her values? This is super crucial. If you just say, well, I want to have a super hot girl in a big sports car, that's unfulfilling, dude. You gotta be clear on the meaning aspect behind it. You gotta be so clear. I know we live in a superficial society. A lot of people, they think that that's what they want, and then they get it. They're like, well, that's not really what I wanted. Go deeper. Go deeper. Ask yourself, what do you really want? For example, I'll give you an example. I want my girlfriend, or the girlfriend that I have now. That's what I wrote back then. I want her to be kind, to be feminine. I want her to be attractive, to be radiant. I want her to be supportive. I want her to be generous. I want her to be open for adventures, open-minded. I want her to be willing to travel with me and to learn new languages and these kind of things. So be clear on what is that you want for yourself. Yeah, and then write a vision for yourself. That's the action step I'll give for you. All right, hope this video was of value to you. I'm really curious about hearing about what is your situation like, and why did you watch this video, and what's kind of the topic that concerns you. Because I remember that I felt very ashamed for doing what I did back then, and that's why I'm making this video, because I hope it will shed some light on you guys who are in the situation where I was. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them to me down in the comments below. And if you want my personal guidance on that, then write me a message. I also offer coaching to any of you who are interested. All right, feel free to like this video. That really helps out the channel. Spread this message more, and feel free to subscribe if you're interested in watching more videos. All right, take care, everyone. Peace out.